If you found this video, this is a message for you to honor your cycle of regeneration. Honor your cycle of regeneration. And what does that mean? You may be going through a time in your life right now where you have recently shed many things, and you may be in a state of unknowing right now. You may be in a state also where it feels like things aren't happening very fast, or they feel sluggish, or they feel slow. And if you're receiving this video and this message, one of the messages that appears to be coming through for you is that you are on a resonant track. You are on the right track. The fact that you are experiencing sluggishness does not mean things are going wrong. It means that this is a time of regeneration. It means that this is an opportunity for you to catalyze some growth. And that you already have the insights for the next step on your journey. You see, many of us are preparing to interact with either a partner or a collective or a group. And in order to prepare for that, many of us have been shedding old systems or groups or things that we've been carrying around with us so that we can be ready to step into these new flows, to step into these new systems, these new things. And this could be anything from love relationships, friendships. This could be a place you're living, a community you're connecting with. This could be a work situation or a career. Because you see, your value system is upgrading. You are upgrading your value system. You are finding tools and resources like this because you have decided you are ready to live a life that is resonant to you. So very well done. That is very inspiring. It really is. And most importantly, if you're receiving messages like this and you're coming across these things, these are resonating with you, it means that on some level, you are preparing to step into, I want to call it, your most aligned phase of life yet. And the interesting thing about this isn't something you need to think about and formulate about. This is something that as you step into your naturalness, who you naturally are, you will start finding that you move in flow. You get inspirations in flow, and situations show up in flow to work with you. Now, that doesn't mean that you just necessarily lay there or don't do anything. Now, that could be part of your journey. That could be an element, right? We go to sleep at points in the day. That's just laying there. And that's a time of regeneration. But then we wake up and we have activity. But just like we have day cycles where we're up and we're active, and then we have rest cycles where we sleep, there's patterns in our lives, in our weeks, in our months, in our years, in segments of years, where we go through these cycles of activity and of a little bit more rest. You could see the pandemic as a global pause, a global time of like rest. And it was enough of a pause, enough of a shakeup that a lot of people started going, well, what am I doing? What do I want to do? These aren't questions that we answer with the mind, although we can receive inspiration with the mind around them. But as you give yourself the appropriate space, and as you give yourself the room to be in your process without judging it, inspiration does come. I know that we often highlight inspiration as something very important, and I have several videos myself talking about passion, inspiration, and connecting to them. But our times of pause are just as important. And your discernment is a tool that helps you feel whether you are going through a rejuvenating time of pause or a resistant time of pause, whether you are in a natural state of healthiness with yourself and preparing the energy for the next creation, or whether you are hiding as a way of trying to avoid living life. And these two distinctions are key. Maybe more distinctions, but for now we're going to highlight these two. And perhaps in this video, one of the things you're reflecting to yourself is this new awareness that you can discern for yourself, and you'll know immediately in your gut what kind of cycle you are in right now. If you breathe and you understand that every single one of us has cycles of rising and resting, that it is not a failure to be in a cycle of releasing, of loss, of regeneration. This is natural. Consistent growth without that cycle, that is not the way that we are resonating when we are in health in this reality at this time. We're cyclical. So, this is an opportunity to receive again the message of rest, of curiosity with yourself, of asking where you are in the cycle and in the pattern. And if you have any questions about what was shared here, if you would like to dive deeper, if you would like to share your story or share a snippet of it so that we all together can receive, and if any insights come up we can share, then please do. Feel free to leave it in the comments. And until then, I will have some resources in the description. You may like or comment, and please do subscribe if this has resonated. I look forward to us connecting again soon.